Hello and welcome to Proverb Minutes. You know, as we travel through life, we attempt to understand who we are and why we are, and many times we after a while of living come to better understanding of what we believe, and either we believe in God or we don't believe in God, or we don't believe in ourselves or we do believe in ourselves. We are either found or we are lost. And so a lot of this comes from, when we're young and a little bit more exuberant, more curious. Not that we're not curious when we get older, but it seems when everything is new, there's more of a magic to it, at least in my encounter in rising into this fleshly life. So here, what we have is Acts 26:13. And this is the return to God's light, isn't it? An expression of who and where he is, the light between the cherubim on the mercy seat, or those close encounters of people that die, or the kundalini, the chakras, the top chakra, the light that comes to us, that are fortunate enough to see that, even at once in a lifetime. So here, Acts 26:13, at midday, O king, along the road I saw a light from heaven, brighter than the sun, shining around me and those who journeyed with me. And when we all had fallen to the ground, I heard a voice speaking to me, saying in the Hebrew language, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? It is hard for you to kick against the the balls, goads, right? Don't kick me in the nuts. Why are you doing that? When I was young, I had a nasty older girl in elementary school, and she walloped me in the nuts, and boy, I'll tell you, about a stomach that wants to have all its kidney juice popped out, that's pretty painful stuff. So here, continuing in scripture, so I said, who are you, Lord? And he said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. So I think more importantly, what I see out of this scripture, what I'm thankful to see out of this scripture, is that he is a light from heaven, brighter than the sun. And we can't look at the sun or it blinds us. So what a blessing that Jesus has come down. And he actually says, that light that's brighter than the sun, he says, it is me. I am Jesus. I am the light of life. I was there when all was created. And I have been given this special opportunity as God to tangibly touch people so that there would be a return, a tangible return to his grace. Because it is hard to imagine what lies beyond the edge of space and time. Even the James Webb telescope can't go out to the edge of the universe because light has its limit of shine in both directions. And as we cannot see the beginning nor the end, that is where the barrier of God is in his creation. And he even stretches out beyond that, as we see coming up in the third heaven. And even, when you see these things, these lights that come from beyond, it is a truly life-altering event for those of us that have seen the light, that his truth and his love is the only touch that encapsulates the presence of this most special light. And here in 2 Corinthians 4:17, here we're in this light affliction. We only get glimpses. We only hope, for these things. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, is working for us a far more exceedingly and eternal weight of glory. While we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. I've used this scripture plenty of times. It's one of my favorites. But what we're looking at here is that our affliction of light is just for a moment in time. Time is just a momentary affliction in the flesh. But it's working a better eternal weight and glory. And how is that? Is because of our character. The judgment that's going to come upon us. We will be judged by our works. And our works are either that we're honest, truthful, loving, patient, have sincere faith, hope and wish and will for God's presence to come upon us, as that saving grace, hope, is in the deepest part of our eternal breath of living. Who would not want to live in a better presence where pain and suffering is only not even a thought from the past, but a non-existence, only joy and happiness and rejoicing in front of us, to the experiences of living itself, which God has given to each one of us, that spirit. And don't we want eternal spirit? Of course we do. Anybody with sense, good senses, that wants that beyond the life of the earth. And he is saying here, it is a time kind of thing. You know, we're locked in time. We're locked in the flesh. We can't go forward. We can't go backwards. We are stuck in now. And now is where his test is. That's the clock of God, is now. And he's looking for each one of us to return to a presence of decency, of holiness, of righteousness. Remember now, that's what the Bible tells us, even the good word, that we are called now to righteousness and holiness. And that's what we have been created for, to see if we actually return to that good nature for not just ourselves again, but others as well. And these things are from the beyond. You know, we don't see things from the beyond. But the things that are temporary, these thermodynamics, the proton decay of it all, quarks dissipating, you know, I mean, it's easy to slam something up and destroy it and then examine the bubble chamber, you know, against the aluminum plate, hydrogen, you know, goop, you know, but it all dissipates. Where did it go? It disappeared. Thermodynamics only proves that the universe is cooling off, and that there is an extinguishment to creation itself in the physical time moment. And we could talk about that a lot more. Maybe one day, if I have enough time, or it's a gift of God, I'll present more of the scientific views and eternal thinkings of my mind that are yet to be surfaced and made mainstream, if all possible. That would be a blessing. But I don't see that. I think that the works that I've done probably will be more appreciated after I leave, you know, a martyr in time. So we look to those things that are permanent, which aren't seen. And that's where we get our strength, from something larger than the material. And it is the light of God. Well, I thank you for coming. Hope there's another button. Let's see. If not, go out and help somebody. Thanks for coming to Proverb Minutes. Let's make it a better week. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.